Welcome to Sports Talk.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Nick,
Mike,
and Jackson
from Sports Talk. Welcome. Listen, today's segment is going to be an interesting one. It is, which team is more dangerous, the Raiders or the Dolphins? Mike, as usual, you get to start first. How lucky are you? Go ahead.
I guess I'm lucky. Well, I mean, it depends on how you're looking at it. If you're looking at like an illness standpoint, the Raiders are too stupid to follow rules, so they're going to affect the whole NFL with the coronavirus. But if you're looking at from a football team perspective, the Miami Dolphins are the more dangerous team, and that's because of their fierce defense. They do got some inexperience on the offensive side of the ball with Tua Tagovailoa. I always mess that one up. Playing, he's actually looked pretty good. I don't have nothing bad to say about Tua. He's looked well. He's played well. The first game did not do much. Since then, has looked good. But this defense may be the best defense in football, or right up there. I think the Colts might have the best defense in the league. Rams are up there, and the Dolphins are also in this conversation. I think they got a hell of a head coach in Brian Flores. Me and Nick made a video on our old channel a long time ago.
Yeah, we re-uploaded the video. Yep, it's still there.
We both preached Brian Flores. We like Brian Flores. He's a great leader. I like Myles Gaskins, their running back. He's hurt right now, but I think the kid is good. I think he was slept on. Their receivers are – Devontae Parker is great. Jakeem Grant, that's our friend Noah. That's his boy. Jakeem Grant has seriously stepped up. They got a good tight end in Mike Gesicki. I think the Raiders are good, but I think this Dolphins defense is way better than the Raiders defense. It's not even close. And I think the offenses are similar.
Go ahead, Jackson.
So, most dangerous team, like you said, Mike, I think it's the Dolphins. I feel like their team is more complete, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But you also got to give the Raiders where credit's credit due. I hate doing this as a Chiefs fan, but you got to give the Raiders credit. What Derek Carr is doing with no receivers around him is just amazing. And then, like, his best receiver right now is Henry Ruggs, and he's not doing much. Josh Jacobs carrying the load on the ground.
That's where I disagree. The best wide receiver on the Raiders is Nelson Aguilar. I'm serious. He is the best wide receiver on the Raiders.
And then you can't forget Darren Waller. He's a beast.
And Waller's a stud. They got the best.
But what's just more complete, it's just what team, for me, when it's a dangerous team, is the team that's more complete, and that's where I got to give to the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I always tend to lean towards defense because, especially in the playoffs, a good defense in the playoffs could be very scary. And if the Dolphins get in there, they can compete with any team in the league. We saw
Absolutely.
We saw them beat Arizona. They can compete with anybody.
We're also going to see the Raiders and Dolphins play each other this year, later towards the end. So,
yeah, that will give us a
like
lot.
you said, Jakeem Grant, I think he's a stud. And Devontae Parker, I think he can arguably be one of the best receivers in football.
Yeah, if we're talking about these two teams matching up, in my opinion, all the Dolphins need to do is stop Josh Jacobs in the run game, and the Dolphins will win the football game.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's my turn.
All right, John.
Look, I think you guys are a little off. I mean, Jackson,
Slight bias.
Lean forward a little bit. More. Tilt your head down. What team's that?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Who do the Raiders beat this year?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Who are you going to beat again this Sunday?
Hold on.
You're not going to beat anyone.
Listen. I just want to point this out.
We're not talking about the Chiefs.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, thank you.
You're dangerous.
What does that have to
Nick,
do?
you beat them by 8.
Listen, doesn't matter how much you beat them by. We beat the most fierce team in the NFL.
Not the most fierce defense by any stretch of
Not
the most fierce team in the NFL. The Super Bowl defending champions. The Raiders beat the Saints. Jackson, if I'm not mistaken, the Saints are your NFC running up football team for to win the NFC championship. Isn't that correct?
Yep.
Who's
That's
your
correct.
AFC prediction?
Yeah, but see, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay?
Oh, wait, who's your AFC prediction?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Who do the Raiders beat?
The Chiefs. But the Saints. But we're not talking about that. We were talking about the Dolphins, Nick, and the Raiders.
What I'm saying is this. The Raiders are the most dangerous because they can beat anybody at any time, at any field. That's what they can do. Mike, go ahead.
All right, I watched. Okay, so you're saying they beat the Saints. But I watched the Saints beat Tampa Bay twice, and Tampa Bay mopped the floor with your team.
They did. They did. And
the Saints are an inconsistent football team. They are a very good football team. They are good on every side of the football. But I'm telling you, this Dolphins defense, you can't look at me with a straight face and say the Raiders defense even compares to the Dolphins defense.
I think the Raiders defense have been playing a lot better. But let me put it this way real fast. Let me just start with this.
They don't compare to Miami.
Let me do this. Derek Carr is playing at a phenomenal level. Most people hate Carr. I don't know why. I've always been a fan of him. Josh Jacobs has 700 yards and 8 touchdowns. Derek Carr has 16 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. The Raiders are missing 3 starting offensive linemen who are going to be coming back. And they beat the Chiefs, and they beat the Saints, and they're able to beat any team in their way. Why? Because they're dangerous. And let me tell you this much. I was talking on the phone the other day. Not really. But there is a guy I know.
I knew this was coming.
Time out. His name's John Gruden. Okay, and one thing about John Gruden, let me tell you this. We're not posing for football cards now, Mike. You got to understand this. Understand this, okay? We got more experience at the coaching position. John Gruden's won a Super Bowl. John Gruden's appeared in a Super Bowl. I love Brian Flores.
John Gruden, with all due respect, John, you won a Super Bowl when a fullback was still an important position in this league.
And he still is on our team, Michael.
You won a Super Bowl back when they were just finding cave drawings.
Understand this. Seriously, when we look at things, we got to understand we got more experience at the coaching position. We out-coach teams. Did we lose to the Buccaneers? Yes, but we will fix it. The Dolphins are great. I love the Dolphins too. Yada, yada. You say all this and that. But one thing I can tell you is this. I truly believe the Raiders can beat any team at any time. Will they make the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. Do I think we can piece them together to make? No. We might only win 1 or 2 games in the playoffs. But what I can tell you is this. I think we can beat any team. Do I think the Dolphins can beat any team? No. I think the Dolphins are good, but I think we know their ceiling. We don't know the Raiders' ceiling yet. That's what I'm trying to point out.
I don't think we know the Dolphins' ceiling yet either.
And how
could you say we know their ceiling? I've watched them win 2 tough games. I watched them beat the team you think is going to come out of the NFC West, the Arizona Cardinals. They beat the Arizona Cardinals, and in the week before that, they beat an extremely tough team, another top defense in this league, in the LA Rams. Those are 2 great football teams they beat. So, I mean, I don't know how you can sit here and say that we know the Dolphins' ceiling. How do we know the Dolphins' ceiling? They got a rookie quarterback. We don't know their ceiling. They got the top 5 defense in the league. We don't know their ceiling, Nick.
We know their ceiling.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Look. What I'm trying to say.
I can say I know the Raiders' ceiling. Anytime I watch a game and the run game is stopped, like it was against the Buffalo Bills, and it is leaned on your quarterback to go win the game, he coughs up the ball, and the Bills beat the Raiders. I want to see – I've seen – Carr played good. Who did he play good against? And I told you I like the way Carr played. What team was that?
That was
the
Chiefs.
The Chiefs, yes. That's the only time in his career he's played good against the Chiefs. But I want to see him do that on a regular basis. I've never seen him do that on a regular basis. Never. Without a run game, the Raiders
on a regular basis. See, that's the difference. That's the difference. We can rely on the run. We can rely on the pass. Just like we say with Tannehill. Why are we not going to hand the ball off to Jacobs if he's putting up numbers?
You can, but when it doesn't work, your team doesn't win. And that's been proven.
And why is that?
Because you don't have any elite.
We haven't had receivers. We have 2 starting offensive linemen.
The Dolphins have receivers.
You're right. That's why I think the Raiders are better.
I think the Dolphins' ceiling is higher than the Raiders' ceiling.
Not this year. Not this season.
Defense, man. It's the defense.
The question is not future. Maybe the Dolphins have a brighter future. They got the franchise quarterback baby to it. My point is this.
Whose defense is better?
I would say the Dolphins.
Who's got a better wide receiver core?
The Raiders.
Better wide receiver core than the Dolphins?
I would say so. You
don't have a receiver that is in Devontae Parker's category.
I absolutely believe our receiving core is better. Who else do they have? Devontae Parker, go ahead.
and Jakeem Grant. They're better than both your receivers.
No.
Henry Ruggs hasn't done anything.
Henry Ruggs, Nelson Aguilar, Zay Jones, Hunter Renfro, Darren Waller.
Devontae Parker's a
Josh
Pro
Jacobs.
Bowler.
Yeah,
Not one
do
guy on your
you
team is a Pro
honestly-
Bowler.
Huh?
You can't even sit here and say your receiving core. Darren Waller is the best receiver on the Raiders. He's a tight end. But Devontae Parker is a Pro Bowler. There's nobody on your team
what?
Pro Bowl quality.
Jackson, you honestly think they got a better receiving core?
Absolutely.
You guys are nuts.
Not even close.
This is the first one I actually think you guys are crazy.
I think you're a bit biased.
Time out. You're going to tell me you think, all right, Devontae Parker, I'll give it to you. But you're going to say that you really think that the rest of the Dolphins team, let's just break it down. Do you think, all right,
There's only 2 to 3 receivers on the field. They're not using 5 receivers. It doesn't matter about Devontae Parker and Jakeem Grant is better than freaking Henry Ruggs and Nelson Aguilar.
throw in Waller?
Okay, Gesicki. It's close. Waller's better than Gesicki, but the receiving core.
All right, let's break this down. We'll put our number one is Aguilar versus Devontae Parker.
It's a landslide.
Okay.
Parker.
Now, Ruggs versus Jakeem Grant. You're going to tell me you think Jakeem Grant, Ruggs.
Ruggs has 10 catches. Jakeem Grant's got more catches in a game.
They've been missing opportunities.
Oh,
Hunter
And that's
Renfro.
where Derek Carr comes into
whose
play.
fault is that?
Who's the third wide receiver on the Dolphins?
Preston Williams.
Yes, Williams. Preston
You
Williams.
think he's better than Renfro?
Yes.
Yes.
Preston Williams
Bryan
got
Edwards?
300 yards.
Right. Nick, these guys, just because they don't do anything.
Preston Williams has got like
And then
double the
Darren
yards than what
Waller.
even
I
Henry
know I
Ruggs
could be
has.
wrong. We'll let the subscribers think, but
No.
or
no,
do the Dolphins have a good defense?
Absolutely.
Darren Waller is much better than Mike Gesicki. But
Absolutely.
the Dolphins receivers are much better than the Raiders receivers.
Preston Williams and
close.
Jakeem Grant have almost double the yards. Well, Preston Williams is Jakeem Grant's a little over Ruggs, but no one knows who Preston Williams is.
No, I know Preston Williams is a good wide receiver.
Yeah, but he's doing more than what the top wide receiver that was drafted this year.
I mean, everyone is. And Nick freaking brought up Bryan Edwards. Nick, how many catches does Bryan Edwards have?
Bryan
this
Edwards,
year?
he was hurt.
How many catches does he have?
He doesn't need catches. What I'm saying is this. We'll see. So
Hold on. What did you just say?
You don't need catches.
What is he? What is he? A blocker?
he is. Best blocking receiver, probably almost but behind DK Metcalf. Very good. And he's a physical receiver. But here's what I want to tell you.
Catch the ball. That's what you're hearing from the Raiders.
No, Edwards he's a very physical receiver. What I want to point out is this. Final thing. So we can set this up. When they play each other, you got the Dolphins winning.
Where's the game?
Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Dolphins. The
Yeah,
Raiders-
Sam. I got to take the Dolphins.
Can we put a wager?
You don't like the bet money.
Yeah,
I'll
neither.
bet on this one. Listen, I think you guys are crazy. That's all we got. Subscribers, let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. You got the Raiders or the Dolphins as the most dangerous team? I think it's absolutely blasphemous to say the Dolphins, but hey, what do I know? Sign off now. Nick,
Zay Jones, the receiver. Zay
Nick
Jones. Mike.
Jackson.
from Sports Talk. We'll see you guys soon. Peace. Mike, we are.
Built better.
See you guys soon. Peace.
Preposterous.